Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
The double feature song was a little frozen this morning. Didn't want to go. Well, here we are. It is a little colder this morning. It's going to be even colder tomorrow morning. So let's enjoy today, where it's about 16 degrees. But it's going to get into the 20s today. Tomorrow will be below zero. We'll get a little weather and a traffic thing, a massive traffic problem this morning already. We'll get to that. 312-591-8300. That's the number to check in on. Proof of life. And Jesse from Plainfield checked in already and said, proof of life, cold. Yeah, it is pretty cold. But again, tomorrow and Friday are going to be way worse, Jesse. So, you know, I know Plainfield is a balmy resort, but not the next couple days there in Plainfield. We have tickets at 7:10 for Mount Joy, their 10-year anniversary show next year. 8:10, we'll have Twisted Night 4 tickets with Sublime. Plus, you get to the Sublime sound check from Monster Energy, our great friends, our new friends of 2025, Monster Energy. So that's happening there. We have head-to-head lines at 8:20. A lot of stuff in music entertainment news. And just to get you ahead of the game for Ticket Blitz Thursday tomorrow, you will win tickets to all 4 nights of Twisted. That's not right?
Nope.
What am I wrong on that?
You wouldn't take us to one night, but we have every hour to give away starting at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I read that email wrong.
I know you did.
Oh, crap.
That sounds cool, though.
Yeah, no, Twisted's awesome.
Yeah.
You should go to one night.
See, yeah, well, any one night is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a memorable night. It's a life-changing experience.
No, crawl your way out of this one.
So listen, when you
Honestly, giving away all 4 would be hard. People have plans. Like, that would be too difficult for people.
go off, Queen. Keep going. Save me on
there's
this
no way.
one.
It's the holiday season. Who has 4 nights free? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think last minute. No.
Yeah.
We couldn't do that. That would be an inconvenience to our listeners. We would never do that.
Can you keep going, please? I need a little more.
You need more?
Yeah. I need a little more saving on that one. So we're giving away all 4 nights of Twisted, just different hours, different shows.
Yes. So at 8 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have night 1, which is AJR and Wet Leg and Out in Front. And at 9 o'clock, we'll have night 2, which is an evening with cake. And at 10 o'clock, Lauren will have night 3, and so on and so forth.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
What most people do on the internet, no one wants to ever say, my bad, or I made a mistake. I'm going to play the victim here. Because I probably had dyslexia undiagnosed.
Oh, brother.
Because when I was a kid, I wrote my name backwards. I wrote Brian as Nairb.
Did you ever think maybe it was just because you were stupid?
No.
Okay.
Do they say that to kids today when they do that?
I don't know. I'm not in school. And I also don't have dyslexia.
But why can't you let me be the victim for a second? Kenzie, let me be the victim.
I think your life is you being a victim.
I never claim the victim except for right now because I made a mistake. So
Yeah, you've never done it before, right this second.
never doing that victim role. So I read that email, and I think my dyslexia, all the letters got mixed around, and I thought it was for all 4 nights.
Yeah, all the letters, all the numbers.
That's what
It's
happens.
Tough, yeah.
I used to write my numbers backwards. My last name is Haddad. I wrote D's as B's when I was a kid. You know what they did? They passed me along. No one sat there and said, like, maybe we should work on this kid and maybe he can become a scientist or something because he's interested in space. No, they just passed me along to get me out of school so I wouldn't be their problem. And here I am now making a mistake like that, reading the email.
Now you're my problem.
That's right.
That's what sucks. It got passed off to me.
Yeah, so you should be upset with that school that I went to that didn't take more time with me.
All right, I guess I'll be mad at the Toledo, Ohio school district this morning. That's how I'll spend my time.
Sylvania, Ohio specifically.
Apologies, good sir. My goodness.
Highland Elementary.
Oh, okay.
All right, so as long as I'm a victim now, it's all good.
That's what they say.
So Ticket
You know
Blitz
that
Thursday.
saying.
So Ticket Blitz Thursday tomorrow, starting at 8. More tickets for you there, and make sure you join and have a good time with it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And especially near the end of the year here, people looking for a change in life, whether it's losing weight, a new job, or a new person in your life, a new partner in crime, your soulmate. And 56% of Chicagoans have said they found their soulmate here. blank. That's what you have to guess, Kenzie. And I mean, it's very unusual. It's very unusual. So a lot of people say, like I found my wife on Match, and it's going to be 5 years married in June. Mm-hmm. And people used to make fun of Match, or like online dating, like, oh, they're a psycho. And now people say if you meet somebody in a bar, that's psycho to just meet somebody randomly on the street, which that used to be the old way of meeting people.
That's how you met people.
Yeah.
That's how I met my husband.
In a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't.
Kind of, but yeah.
Oh, wait, what happened there?
Because we were supposed to meet up because my old boss was like, oh my gosh, you should meet my friend. He'll show you the city. Like when I just moved here. So it wasn't like I bumped into him at the bar, but that was like the first time I met him. So,
yeah. In a bar.
It was an arranged marriage, basically, is what you're
arranged.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came in from
without the money
oh,
and
boy.
the titles.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Sucks.
That's a shame. Kenzie came in from the foreign country of Florida, and the arranged marriage.
We let her in. We opened things up,
And
and
the people-
now she's here.
People in Florida are really known for a repressive regime, and that arranged marriage stuff, take it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Kenzie, so where do you think 56% of Chicagoans said they met their soulmate?
I'm going to say, and let me explain, school, because I'm going to say people either had a high school sweetheart or met in college or I'm going to say school as a whole, between college and I know a few people who were high school sweethearts, which blows my mind that they stayed together.
I know 2 people recently that had a soulmate, like you're saying, in high school or whatever school, and then they went other ways for about 20 years, and then they get a divorce, and then they've hooked back up with that person. They refound him and go, boy, if I didn't just waste that 20 years with this other person, that would have been great.
It's bananas how many people. Actually, I was the officiant at my friend's wedding, and they were high school sweethearts. And I brought up while I was officiating multiple times when she would get all worked up about him. I'm like, wait, it's not like you're gonna marry him. Just relax. You're in high school, and I'm like, and I stand corrected. That's on me.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it worked out then.
Yeah, just had their second kid.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, second kid. Case, 56% of Chicagoans say they met their soulmate here.
Is it public transportation? There's something very, that's why I like trains so much. There's something very romantic about being at the same place but not going to the same place and locking eyes with somebody, even if it's just for a second on the train, and then you notice them and they notice you, and then you start
Is this
perceiving
a script
each other.
song?
Is it? No, I don't believe it's a song by the Script.
Sounds like it.
It's hard to break even.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe
It's giving that energy very much.
No, it's just it's the romantic part of living in Chicago, I think, is you never know when you hop on the red line if you're going to meet the love of your life or, not.
Don't you feel like, because when I used to just walk around the city with headphones in, because I had no car when I lived downtown, right? And so I walked everywhere. I always felt like, don't you feel like the main character in a movie? Because you listen to the music, the songs just play. It gives such main character energy.
It's the best feeling in the world. It's the greatest.
Yeah.
Like you're in a video and it's
right,
being filmed.
But you're like a movie and it's you. And then you feel like everything's happening around you. And, you obviously hope that everybody in the gender that you're interested in is just stopping oh, it's the most beautiful person I've ever seen. They can't get you out of their head or something.
That would be nice. I would love
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes, I agree.
Wouldn't that be fun, Case?
I agree. I wish people saw me and thought that's the most beautiful person I've ever seen.
You bring up an interesting point about public trans because when Q101 was at the Merchandise Mart, I took the Brown line back in the sludge days, all those old school days, I took the Brown line in for 6.5 years because it stops right there, the Brown at the Mart. And I remember once there was this, just kind of this vision, this beautiful woman on the train every day at the same time with me. And then one day she wasn't there.
Oh.
And then I found myself for a week missing her.
Yes.
And I never said a word to her.
Yes.
And then I thought, I need to help her. She's probably been kidnapped.
Okay, you had me for a minute. Now I don't follow.
I just said, there's no way she stopped taking the same train after a couple years.
She could have moved, got another job.
Yeah. There's actually a really solid many reasons.
I thought kidnapped.
That's crazy.
And I really tried to figure out how I can find out who she was, to the point where I almost asked other people on the train, did you know her? Because she's gone now. And no one's saying anything.
I understand that because I've taken the same bus into work for 6 years now, and there are people on that bus that I've never spoken to, but I've ridden the bus with every day for 6 years. I get off the same stop as a guy, same time every day. I don't know him. I don't know his name. I don't know what he does. If he stopped riding the bus, I would miss him desperately.
Yeah, I literally occupied months of my time. I almost called the police. I didn't know what to do. And then if I said,
See, that's what I want. I want people to yearn for me for years. Is that too much to ask?
who don't know you at all.
It says a married woman.
Yeah. So I want to be yearned for.
Yearning is cool.
Yearning's fun.
Yeah.
It makes you feel pretty.
We'll let you know what 56% of Chicagoans, where they said they met their soulmate after Nirvana, just 3 minutes away. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up in 10 minutes, we have the biggest reveal, and we're the only ones that have this information. The biggest reveal on the biggest penis in Hollywood and verification if it is the biggest penis in Hollywood. That is a fact, man. Let me tell you. But we're getting to the fact that makes your brain go boom, which is about 56% of Chicagoans say they met their soulmate here. And everybody's looking for their soulmate. It's very difficult out there in the relationship world of finding that one person. Now, before we get there, we have a listener that texted in, James from Indiana, who may be trying to find his soulmate. He says, James from Portage, Indiana here. Hey, Kenzie, I have a blind date with this Latin lady on Saturday. Any advice? Any advice would be good things to talk about with her?
What? She's just a person. I mean, like,
No. It's this Latin lady.
It's a Latin lady. She's not a person.
Come on.
oh my. Well, I would also love to know, like, she's Latin, but, like, what? Is she Puerto Rican? Is she Mexican? Is she Ecuadorian? Is she, I mean, that's a really wide. Latin's a large population.
Swaths. Yes. I mean, you could talk about burritos, fajitos, enchiladas.
No, don't do that. The new Selena y Los Dinos came out November 17th this year, so I would want to do that.
Wait, there's new Selena music?
No. There's a new docu-series on her that's supposed to be excellent.
How are they
Maybe-
still making Selena stuff? We know what happened.
Hey, shut your whore mouth. I've been waiting for this to drop for like a year.
we know.
Okay, so
Maybe you should watch it before your date, though. She might be very impressed.
anything for Salinas.
Yeah, just say that a bunch. She'll
Don't
love
do that. For the love of God.
my
Don't
fa-
talk about burritos, apparently, as Brian said, and don't say that.
I am going to hang this bumper in my garage and say it came off the bus of Salinas.
Okay.
I love that scene of the movie. It's my
You sound
favorite
like
scene.
El Guapo. Is what you sound like.
It's my, Case, you have to see Selena at some point.
Okay, well, I'm doing Goodwill Hunting this week, so I'm not going to bump that for Selena.
No, you're not
I'm
bumping
really
it.
excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Huge update from James in Indiana. He's talking about the Latin lady he's going on a blind date with this Saturday.
Oh.
I'd like to report that according to James in the text line, she's Mexican.
Very nice.
Anything for Salinas.
No, don't do.
Eddie Guerrero, Selena, Rey Mysterio,
Carlos Santana,
the
La
Gypsy
Bamba,
Kings, La Bamba.
Richie Valens.
Yeah, well, James, you're set. There's so much stuff to talk about with her.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun.
Abuelos, the whole deal.
Don't do that.
Talk about her quinceañera.
No. Oh my God.
Anything for Salinas.
Just,
I'm gonna go.
you know,
I'm gonna go and watch Selena today. I love that
It's
movie.
an excellent movie.
It really is. It's probably the best thing J Lo ever did.
Yes, it is. And it's the reason that she has a career, basically.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the fact that makes your brain go. 56% of Chicagoans said they found their soulmate here. Kenzie said from school, like that soulmate from school. They grow up, they get married, whether they take a break and come back. That's where the soulmate is. Case said it was on the CTA, on the Metro line, wherever your public transportation takes you. Neither of those are right. The answer is they found it in their own house because 56% of Chicagoans say their dog is their soulmate. Woof. I mean,
Are you trying to meet somebody, Brett?
You did just woof right there.
Yeah.
woof.
Shake a little tail.
Now listen, dogs are the best things ever. If you're lonely, go to Paws, adopt a dog. There's so many dogs and cats out there to be adopted. It's an amazing thing to have a pet in your life. I don't have one, but I always wanted one. And I love other people's dogs.
Yeah.
But can a dog be your soulmate when you either bought or adopted this thing, brought it in your house against its will, and then is it a one-sided relationship? Is it a a predatory relationship having a pet, calling that your soulmate? Because they love you because you feed them and house them. I hope you're very good to your pets.
Kind of like your kids.
Yeah, but your kids can be annoying. Dogs and cats.
No, dogs can be annoying.
Yeah, dogs can be annoying. Even like your own dog. Sometimes you're like, just lay down, panting in your face. Stop it.
Yeah, but then you just kind of push them down, and they eventually go down. Whereas a kid, you can't do that because they'll call.
Push them.
Like push them on the back, say get down, and you push them, and then they get down eventually. You can't do that with a kid because DCFS will be called.
No, they won't. I've kicked Tristan right off the couch before. I've just launched him with my foot.
You know what? I'm calling DCFS. Child Service is going to show up today. Is it true, Miss Kenzie, you kicked your 11-year-old off the couch?
Quote, right off the couch.
And you're like, yeah, but he's bigger than me.
Like, he said 6'7" again. I just couldn't. What am I supposed to do?
Officer, I had no choice.
I mean, I said to him, I'm going to hit you if you say anything.
6'7".
Yeah. So many times I'm going to kick your ass.
I don't know. I'd love to know if anybody really, when you're alone, a pet, a dog, and cat is the best thing ever. I don't think people should make that their soulmate. I think we need human interaction more, and you just got to take those chances because you're not going to get rejected by your dog or cat.
Right. That's what makes it awesome.
I know. That's not fair. That's not fair game. You can't call your soulmate when you didn't have a chance to get rejected.
It's not fair game.
No.
I think that some people have just had and most people actually have just had such a hard time in the dating pool, and people tend to be disappointing. You can love them and think you found your soulmate, and they truly disappoint you like 6 months later. It ends up being like the worst, How many times, honestly, I'm sure all of us here have thought we were going to marry somebody multiple times that we were like, then they turn into the worst person that you like ever met, right?
But that's the risk of falling in love and taking a chance on somebody. With a dog or a cat, you just open a can of food and they love you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's not right.
I haven't tried to do that with the women I meet.
Yeah, that's not. Open a can of food and pour it on the plate.
Like a steakhouse you're treating.
I figured if I just buy them stuff, they'll like me eventually.
Yeah, bring a Capital Girl.
Uh-huh.
Capital Girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
Oh, get a drink. Espresso martini. Espresso martini.
Also, before we go, back to Kenzie's point of kicking Tristan off the couch, Paul just checked in, and Case hasn't seen 300, but Paul just said, I imagine Kenzie going, this is Sparta! And kicking Tristan off the couch. Oh, boy.
No, I have to say that to him later. That's funny.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, coming up in sports after Fallout Boy in just about 6 minutes. Boy, what Connor Bedard did last night for your Blackhawks was magical, insane, not possible. We'll have the audio of that, plus breaking news on your Chicago Bears for the Bears-Packers game. This is the news you need to know. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A lot packed into music entertainment news. Let's get you up to date. Kenzie, do you know who Paul Anka is? You ever hear his name, Paul Anka?
Yeah.
Who do you think he is, then? I want to know who you think he is.
Doesn't he do music?
He does music. Good job.
Okay.
He was a crooner in the 50s. Why am I bringing his name up on this show? First off, noted, I looked him up. He's only 84 years old. You could have told me he was 150, and I would have said, that's about right.
Yeah.
He's only about 7 years older than Steven Tyler of Aerosmith.
Jeez, do we have Paul Anka playing Twisted next week?
Riot Fest, I think he's going to do. So he broke his silence. Apparently, he's one of the last people alive that knows the size of Frank Sinatra's penis.
Why do you see his penis?
Well, because he was boys with him, and they used to take saunas all the time, the Rat Pack. And he's the last one alive by a long shot. They've all died a long time ago. And he's the last one alive. And people have asked him over the time, so probably saw Frank's penis in the hot tub. Is it as big as everybody says it is?
I didn't know he was known for having a really big penis.
He was.
I thought it was like his voice that people liked.
No.
He had a great voice. In fact, Paul Anka wrote the song My Way for Frank Sinatra. He made the big hit out of it. And I didn't know that until I just read this story here. That's incredible. What a great song. But he was younger than all those Rat Pack guys. That's why he's still alive. And they finally, in a recent interview, an HBO documentary called Paul Anka My Way, he finally answered the question, does it live up to the hype? Frank Sinatra's penis. What do you think he said?
I would think yes. I don't think you'd be like, small penis, move on. It's a big bummer. You should see my penis.
That's exactly right. And he pulled his penis out on the HBO documentary. Can't wait to watch
the
it.
interviewer who's a female. Sure look good.
No, you're right, Kenzie. He said it was awesome. He said it was a great penis. It was nice. Everybody's right about what they said about it.
Did he say it was, quote, awesome?
I'm paraphrasing.
That'd be so nice to have it described that way.
Can you imagine an 84-year-old guy calling your penis awesome?
I can very easily. I would love that.
I
wish.
I have to say, I never thought I'd say this, but I met somebody over the break who told me the most interesting story of the Rat Pack. So it's very funny that you're bringing this up. I swear to God, I was on this like really cool 50s decorated Christmas house tour. And they had a Pan Am Airlines room. You remember like Pan Am, like the the flight thing? So anyways.
Yeah, the flight thing.
The flight.
They used to have planes that crashed, but yeah, go ahead.
So the guy was dressed in like an official uniform, and he was like, oh, because my grandpa was like a pilot for them. It was a big deal. He had a framed letter from like JFK and all this stuff. But he goes, his favorite thing was this was before celebrities could own a private jet. So they'd rent out entire commercial flights. So the Rat Pack rented out a commercial flight, and his grandpa was the one who had to fly the entire Rat Pack. And they demanded that there be a grand piano on the plane.
Wow.
And they had to reconfigure the whole flight and bring it up like through like kind of like the storage area, like the cargo area. And they said it was a 2-day flight because of all the stops. And he said that literally for 2 days straight, somebody was singing on the piano out of all of them for nobody slept. It was like drinking and piano playing.
What a nice story. I thought you were going to say they demanded to see your grandpa's penis.
And then he brought his penis out.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome. It was huge. Actually, what he says, quote in the documentary, he said, yeah, it was huge. I don't know what that does for you. That's what he said in the documentary. But he said also not as big as Milton Berle's, who's another legend.
Really?
Was a guy.
Why did he see everyone's penis?
These guys apparently, man, is like the Northwestern football team.
I
They're
thought
out
you
there
were just saying they did a car wash.
a lot of hazing going on.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.